Hey, Bob here with Lou at the Two Old Guys Garage. Today is March 26, 2026. Not a heck of a lot going on. Some maintenance on the Anglia regards the power steering. Lou had some oil leakage, which apparently looked like it was coming from this fitting, but then it looked like also it was coming from the top. So what he's done is he remade this whole hose, and we just got through putting that back in, and then took the supplied gasket out of the cap and replaced it with a fat O-ring. So we'll see if that makes any difference. But other than that, have you done anything else?
Yeah, the speedometer.
Oh yeah, tell me what happened to the
Yeah,
speedometer.
my speedometer stopped, and pulled the cable out of the speedometer, and there's a little adapter between the speedometer and the cables. Evidently that came loose inside there. So pulled that little piece out and then crimped it real hard and then put it back in, so that's working. And then the starter wouldn't start again.
Oh my gosh.
So I said, oh shit, here we go again. Solenoid. Checked everything. I went and put my jumper cable, the remote start cables on the starter. Boom, took right off. So either that, I looked at the ignition switch and looked good. The wire was inside the boot and still wouldn't start. So wiggled the wire, all the wires on the ignition switch. Sure enough, the damn wire was busted inside the boot.
The wire that fed down to trigger the solenoid.
Yeah.
Wow.
So put a new wire nut on the end, or a
new lug,
and that took care of that. Yeah, so that's been, three little things after another.
Yeah.
But this thing really started puking oil out, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I fire it up now and see what happens.
Yeah, so this is a brand new hose.
Yeah.
All made up.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course we got this heavy duty
rubber O-ring. They had a flat rubber, well, let's see. Had this guy in there, and the oil was just going right by it. He just didn't seat tight enough, so I put an O-ring in there, and so we'll see.
The O-ring will fit the contour better, I would think, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's basically it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna end this. I have no idea what this would be, part whatever. And it's not very much. I might put it out or not. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll wait and see if the
see if there's any oil leaks.
see if the fix is in or not. Okay, that's it for now. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye. Leaking already?
I might have been when I recorded it. nothing.
No, looks dry up here so far.
Yeah, the driver for a while, see what happens. Yeah, because I didn't have no problems up here. It was down, it was all,
Well, you thought you had a leak here, right?
yeah, but down below.
Oh, it wasn't on the top one?
No, it was down in the bottom one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But to get to, it might have been, it could have been leaking. This is not down, torqued down tight enough where it could have been coming around and going, I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But like, you can see the fucking oil on the braided line, right where the line went like that. It was just right there in this fucking drip.
Huh. Okay. So far so good this time, right? Yeah, I moved the steering a little bit while you were under there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Hello there, Bob and Lou at the Two Old Guys Garage. It is March 27th, 2026. Continuing the saga of the leaking power steering pump hoses, whatever. Alright, kind of a recap. This is a new hose that was redone. Doesn't seem to be leaking from here. However, the rubber O-ring mentioned in the earlier segment of this video doesn't work either. So what Lou has done is he has ordered a screw type fitting, and this is aluminum. He's going to cut this off, he's going to weld it on, and then he'll have a screw type lid with positive pressure. But that's not all that's happening. What we still have is a leak down below, and I got down underneath and had him run the car, and actually the pressure hose from the pump to the steering box, halfway down it out of the braid, it's weeping, which means that the hose itself can't handle the pressure of the power steering pump, which is supposed to be around 1,000 pounds, typical GM2. Now this is the hose that Lou used to manufacture, and it says max pressure 750 to 1,000. Apparently that's not enough. So what we're going to do, I've just used a turkey baster to drain most of the power steering fluid out of the reservoir there, and we're going to disconnect the weeping, call it weeping instead of leaking hose. And locally, a couple of miles from here, is a professional hose maker who will make hoses up for you while you wait. Lou has used them in the past. We're going to take the hose down and tell him to make us a better high pressure non-weeping hose for the bottom, and then we'll see what that does. So I'm going to pause this while we get underneath and fuck around getting that hose off, which is sure to leak some oil anyway because of the stuff that's in the lines. So I'm going to pause at this point. Get back a little bit later. Back after a small pause. Here's the problem child hose that is output pressure from the pump to the steering box input, and I guess that's the upper end. What we saw down there was slowly weeping oil past the braid about there. And again, this is supposed to be 750 to 1,000 spec, but ain't hacking it. So we've located two somewhat local hose manufacturing places that'll make hydraulic hoses while you wait. And Lou's going to take this puppy down later today and get them to make a hose that's not going to leak, presumably, hopefully. So with that, I'm gonna end this and head on home. Catch y'all later. Take care. Okay, we're back. Bob, Lou, Two Old Guys Garage. Right there. Anyway, we've got some success. The power steering hose that Lou had fabricated at that local company is stainless steel braid, AN6, but it's got a 3,000 pound burst trim.
Yeah, it's a 3,000 pound
And it solved the problem. We're bone dry underneath the car. He actually checked it idling before he took it off the jack stands, and then he took it out for a drive and came back, let it sit overnight, and there's no power steering on the floor. Of course, this son of a bitch is still leaking, and the part that he ordered has come in. That's this jabadoo, which he's gonna cut this off.
No, just weld right on top of that.
Oh, just weld it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will that screw off without hitting this?
Yeah, it'll screw it.
Well, I suppose you could
Yeah, I can do it.
slide that down if you have to, right? Yeah, you can always push it down if you
If
need.
I have to. You should screw out.
Okay, so today is March 28th, and despite the fact that last week I left my laptop at my lake house, which has got all the applications and stuff that I use to make the videos for YouTube, so I'm having withdrawal symptoms. But this morning I figured out I think I got a way to do it without the laptop, which will come back eventually one of these days. So this will be part 91. This is segment 3, and I'm gonna close up and I'll get that published hopefully later on this afternoon. All right, Lou, any other
No, that's it. I just
any other words of wisdom?
get that finished off, and then
Yeah,
that should take
You know,
care of that oil leak.
I was thinking he charged you $80 to fab the hose. Today's prices, that's probably not bad, right?
No, not really.
I mean, when you consider the hose,
The hose plus
the AN fittings,
and then shop time.
and then the labor, so it wasn't all that bad. I mean, could have been worse, like everything else is today.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that is it. I'm going to close this off, and this will be the end of hopefully part 91, which should show up sometime later today. Thank you all for viewing, subscribing, and watching us two old guys struggle through our things.
Yeah, amen to that one, isn't it?
All right.
Jesus, ain't one damn thing is something else.
Yeah, you all take care out there. Signing.